Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a boy named Rohan. He was known for his laziness and lack of ambition. He had a habit of wasting time and procrastinating on important tasks. Despite the constant advice from his family and friends to value time, Rohan didn't seem to understand its importance. On a sunny day, a wise old man named Mr. Gupta arrived in the village. He was known for his wisdom and ability to solve people's problems. Word quickly spread, and soon Rohan heard about the arrival of Mr. Gupta. Curiosity piqued, he decided to seek the old man's guidance. Rohan approached Mr. Gupta, who was sitting under a large banyan tree. With a respectful bow, he asked, "Sir, I have been told that you possess great wisdom. Can you please guide me on how to make the most of my life?" Mr. Gupta smiled and nodded, understanding the young man's struggle. He took out an hourglass from his bag and handed it to Rohan. This hourglass symbolized time. He said, "Each grain of sand represents a precious moment of your life." Rohan held the hourglass in his hands, feeling the weight of its significance. "Now," Mr. Gupta continued, "I want you to imagine that each grain of sand falling through this hourglass is a wasted opportunity. Every time you procrastinate or waste time, a grain slips away forever." Rohan, realizing the gravity of his actions, listened intensely as Mr. Gupta continued. "Time is a precious gift, my boy. It waits for no one. Every second that passes is a second you cannot retrieve. If you keep squandering it, you will wake up one day people began to understand that time was not just a mere commodity but a precious gift that needed to be treasured.